Welcome to another video of Save My Assets.
Oh my God, what is this, episode 8?
Episode 8,
right,
and this is where we answer your questions.
Yeah, it's easier because, sorry, you're on your roll, aren't you?
Yeah, I was.
Right. It's easier to answer your questions by video than sitting here typing it out. That's why we're months and months behind. So we appreciate you bringing the comments, and please keep it up.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's see, this one is Ria Malloy. Okay, it's kind of old, it's a month old, so I hope you probably already moved on, but if not, I'm sorry. I mean, if you haven't, then maybe we can help. If you have, sorry. Okay, really, seriously. Okay, thank you for the detailed instruction on a DIY Relaxed Roman shade. She put the link to what we showed you a couple years ago.
Okay.
I have a question about matching the pattern fabric when installing two shades side by side, 72 inches wide window frame, and that has two 36-inch wide window treatments. Okay. Okay. So she wants to know, they're stationary.
And then it seems like they're on one board too.
They're on one board. They're not going up and down. She wants to match them. So obviously one's not like looking like this. So she's wondering, do I match the pattern at the outer edge or the selvage of the seam, I guess is the right way of saying it, to where the two shades come together, or the fabric meets at the edge of the fold? That is the one I would do, the latter, okay, where the fold meets at the edge. So we're going to pull this aside and give you a quick example.
If I may.
Please.
All right.
Okay, so here is a pattern that we'd want to match. Now she said she has 36-inch window treatments there. So if one was going like this, okay, you wouldn't want the second one starting here not lining up.
Right, okay. So you want so first of all, you need the overall matchup with the two shades.
Yes.
So you want something that's centered.
It's got to be up and down lining, matching.
And horizontally as well.
And horizontally, yes, exactly. Okay. So she's wondering, should she start from here on out or over? I think I have this right, Ria, I hope I do. Or should she go from here on out? And I would go from the center on over. Okay. Okay. So what you got to do, the same thing you would do with seat cushions, back seat cushions. If you have the same pattern, you don't want it wonky and going like this. We have a 3-seat cushion or even a 2 cushion. You want them to match up. Okay. So what you would do is say, I want this in the center. Okay. And your window, I think you said, is 36 inches, right? So half of that would be 18, right? Okay. So I would go from that. You have to add 3 inches to the ends of it, okay, of your shade. So on each side. Okay. Okay. So that's going to be, what is that, 36 plus 6? Yeah, I know, what's that, 42? Yeah. Right, 42 inches. And then you would fold over. So I made this small little sample here, okay? I just took it off the bottom here, and we're going to match this one up. On this side, okay, you're facing the window treatment here. I think that camera's on, right? You're facing this side. The left side, you'd come out 3 inches. Okay?
No, it's not.
Okay, so you would come from the left side over here, all right, and you'd come out 3 inches, and that's what I did on this side of the fabric, and that's going to represent the other side. So I'm facing the window treatment, and this is the right side, okay, and this is my left side. Right side, left side, okay?
All right.
So this looks beautiful to me right here, right? And my window treatment is going to end right here at 36 inches, and it's going to end over there at 36 inches. I picked what I thought would be a little complicated because it's right in the center of the, I forget what they call this thing. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. This pattern right here. I do know the name. I can't think of it. Right here, okay? So I came out 3 inches.
All right.
All right. I would cut up here and then fold in like I did here for the other side, the right side. I came to the center, went out 3 inches. You're going to see that with the tape measure real fast. 3 inches there. Simply fold it over like that. First make your first crease.
Just so you have a place to
hit. So you
have
a reference mark, right? Flip it over, just make your first crease there. I ironed that down. And then simply just fold that in like that and fold that over, and then I iron that too. Okay. This would be the blind stitching taking place. Then this is one complete window treatment. Okay. Window shade on the left side facing the window like that. Okay? This is the other side, the right side, because she said she has 2 stationary ones. Right. So this would be cut. This little blue line, I doubt you can see that, but it's invisible ink, or you can actually add water to it and it removes it. And then that would be cut here, and then I would simply fold that over, and then fold that over, and that would be the end. Okay. Is this making sense? Okay? And then this would line up here. I'd have that off like that. So I hope they can see that pretty well in there. Yeah, yeah. That would be the end. So to answer your question, Ria, I would go from the middle on over. This is where I want it to stop. Add 3 more inches on both sides, fold it over, and Bob's your uncle.
Line up your pattern. That's it.
Bob really is my uncle, actually. Uncle Bob. And I think that would be it. So this would be the 2 different shades. One here, one there, stationary, and it's complete.
All right, perfect.
Okay, so I hope that made sense. If not, there's loads of videos out there to explain how to do this stuff, but maybe that addressed your specific problem, and I hope it worked.
All right.
Okay, so we'll move on to the next one.
Let's do it.
Our next one is from Varuna Ashok.
All right, and what they asked is, I am on a website posted on your link, but not able to find 6-inch 2626 foam. Can you suggest where I can order it from? Now, as far as I understand, in that video we have a link to Albany Foam and Supply, and they're a good company. We use them all the time. They do have 6-inch foam. Yep. The thing is, you have to order it custom. So they may not have a slab of 6-inch foam, but they do have custom 6-inch foam that you can order. The only problem with Albany is that they are not really open to the public. They are if you just want to order something outright. But if you have any questions, unfortunately,
they're not there to do it.
Yeah, there's only like 4 guys there.
Yeah, they just deal with trade only. So if you have a lot of questions, you just need to know what you want to go with, and they'll be glad to fill it. They're very prompt and very reliable and very fair.
Definitely.
So they should have 6-inch foam there. Now, if you by chance you can't find it, you're like, well, I don't want to deal with them or whatever, or you have a piece and you needed to get larger, you can only find 4-inch. What some people do, I like a lot, is they'll order a 1-inch soft foam, like say a 26, same compression, and then or same density rather, 26, and then maybe a 16-inch, which is really soft, kind of primarily for back cushions is what that's for. And then they would do 1 inch on each side, glue it on there, and that gives you a nice crown, but it gives you support. Where right. the poly batting will not give you support. It'll give you that softness. You can pile that up and you get a nice little crown, but it's not really going to give you support. It's not. But the foam would. So if you need to go bigger, you get a firmer one on the inside and 2 on the outside is really nice.
All right.
Okay.
So hopefully that answered your question. Also, real quick, if you are dead set on 2626, you're going to have to get ordered from Albany because I don't know any place else online to find it. But we have a link down there for Amazon, which is 18 density. It's not as good, it won't last as long, but it is cheaper.
It's fine.
If you want to go down that route, many upholsterers use 18, it'll be fine.
Yep, exactly.
All right.
So that next one then. Okay, so our next one has to do with a long seat cushion. I think his name is Prakhar Kumar. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm not.
Yeah.
But it says that here it says, how do so far the bench style seat cushion, okay? Imagine a single long seat instead of 3 smaller seats as you had in your video.
Okay.
Also, mine has buttons sewn through. Okay, very nice. And right now, mine has alternative filling. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. Not sure what you mean by alternative filling. I know what you mean, different from foam.
Right, yeah. There's a lot of alternative filling. Unfortunately, there could be, like you said, horsehair earlier.
There could be horsehair, there could be straw, it could be cotton and K-puck mixed in there. It could be all cotton.
Could be feathers in there.
Well, that's true. Yeah, it could be feathers in there. So I don't know exactly what the alternative is.
Right.
But to answer your question, you said here, should I still get replacement with foam? And then you have a question mark. Yeah, I would say. I mean, that's probably why you're watching the video, is because I see what you're saying. I think I'm getting what you're saying. You're saying mine doesn't have foam. Should I get foam? And the answer is sure. If you're obviously wanting a change.
Right.
Or you wouldn't have looked at the video.
Right, exactly. And also foam is the easiest to work with.
It is.
And you also said, is there anything we can do for the alternative filling? And what I think you mean by that is, is there anything that we can add to it? It really depends on what kind of filler you have in there. If you have feathers, you can add more feathers. That's always an option. Horsehair is going to be pretty hard to find nowadays. I'm sure it's still available.
Yeah, it's rubberized horsehair.
It's rubberized right now, but other than that, there's not really much you can do to it. Sometimes, like I said, you can add to it.
Right.
Replacing with foam is going to be the easiest. And one last thing,
you can still use the buttons too.
Yeah, you can still use the buttons, though you will have to cut the buttons to get the cushion out, because you have really button twine in between those buttons, and now keep the whatever alternative is in there. Whether it's really with foam, it would stay in there.
Well, foam would be fine. Yeah. They just poked a hole through there. And the reason why they do the buttons on long cushions is because it wrinkles a lot. It puckers and it looks terrible. So when they're one long cushion, they don't do that when they're smaller, single individual ones.
Right.
So the buttons keep it in place, but then you have a crumb catcher. So, you know, there's always something, isn't there? So I would just go with foam. It's the easiest. If you know, either way, you're going to have to take those buttons off. So you're going to need some button twine. I don't think I have the roll actually over there, but I used to keep mine in this jar here. I moved it over there. And button twine is this little small. It looks wimpy, but trust me, stuff is strong.
Yeah.
These are just small little pieces. That's all they are. That one has a knot. That ain't so strong. But that's real strong button twine. So you can find that at an upholstery supply, easy, like not in like any store, but online.
Yeah, so that wouldn't be a problem.
To get that replaced, though.
And we also have a video, too, that we can link in the description below of us putting a button inside a pillow. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So I think we addressed everything.
Yeah.
The alternative filling, real quick, you could add more, but if you're going to take all those buttons off, you could save a little bit. You know, you could add a little bit more in there, but then you put everything back. I guess I don't like it. So
True.
Yeah. All right, cool. So now we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah. I think his name is Lew
Myers.
Lew Myers. Okay, I have a leather sofa with 3 cushions. When I look at the foam, it appears to be 3 layers glued together in the same foam. I measure the foam, and it is 6 inches. There is a number that appears to be 5,550 times 3D.
No idea what that is.
On each cushion. So here is the questions. Can I just use a 6-inch deep piece of foam? First of all, yeah, you can.
I didn't know this question was here. This is similar to the other one.
Yeah. I noticed that you measured the cushion, but is it okay just to measure foam and add 1 inch?
Usually not.
Yeah.
The reason is because they usually already make for the allowance.
Right, and some people have different allowance sometimes. Sometimes they don't do the same, 1 inch for the thickness, but they might do 2 inches for the width. People have different ways of doing it.
They do have different ways. I've seen them where they make the foam the same size and then they make the cover smaller.
Really?
Yeah, so they come in an inch or inch and maybe a half or whatever, and then that gives it the crown and everything. So they made a cushion smaller but kept the foam big.
Right.
So what we do is make the cushion to the size of the platform and then make the foam big. I think I said that right.
No,
it's
yeah.
kind of confusing.
Definitely.
So I would not measure the foam. Now, if you do measure the foam, okay, and you like the way it looked when it was good,
yeah,
then just use those measurements. Don't add anything to it.
Right. So do exactly what the foam is.
Right.
Okay.
And if it's like distorted because it's polyurethane, I don't have one with me right now. It's over there. Take a steamer, okay,
Right.
not a clothes iron, but a steamer, and steam it, and you'll watch it swell out. It's pretty cool. It's only temporary.
Yeah, it won't fix your problem. It'll just get matted down because it's old. That's why it mats down.
But put a steamer on there. You get it really inexpensive, like $30. You can get them at your big box stores or whatever, and or online, and it'll swell out. Then do those measurements. So make it go back to where it should have been in the first place before you make those measurements.
Exactly. And the final question he says, would you use 6-inch deep and 26 density, 26 compression? And for something that thick, we would use 26, 26.
Yeah.
If you can find 26, please let us know where you find it online, because we've been trying to find it online. We have a supplier that we use all the time, so we don't need it, but other YouTubers might. So please go ahead and let us know that.
We'd love to open you up to our supplier, but they just want limited questions.
In
which I
fact,
understand.
what he said later on in another comment, I forgot to ask, can you supply me with some foam suppliers? Well, we do have a link for 1826, unfortunately, at Amazon. That's the only thing that we could find right now. So really, we asked you guys, could you let us know if you find anything that has 2626 out there? We'd be happy to pass it on to the other YouTubers.
I thought it would be easier than what it was.
I know, right?
But we're trying to work on it where you could use our supplier, but we can't just let everybody just go there. They're not going to like us very much.
No.
So we've been working with them for years. They're great, though. They're good people.
Been along for a long time.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so that's another episode of Save My Assets, and we hope you enjoyed it and answered your questions. Sorry it's taken us so long, but please, if you're stumbling on this, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Maybe we can answer a question that you have, or maybe...
you know a friend who has a question.
Yeah.
Send it over here. We're happy to help.
Right, or a great website that can help everyone out. We'll share it.
Yeah.
Okay? Thanks very much. We'll see you next time.
Excellent.